and I tell them, okay guys, now we got to make a list. I see complete panic in their face. And today I realize why. Most of us, you and me, all right, we have not written down more than one line or one signature since we left school or we left college. So writing down something with a pen and paper is something so weird, all right, so obsolete. It is like a rare thing today in today's world, because everyone is smartphone, iPad, keyboard, you understand? But no exception to this. The list I'm going to introduce to you requires you to write it down with a pen and a piece of paper. All right, now you may be asking me, but Chief, why don't I just store it in my contact list or use my iPad? Cannot. All right, this is a non-negotiable rule. You must write it down on a piece of paper, because this is not a compilation of names and dreams. This is transferring from here, all right, going through that processor and then coming out as a decided name. All right, so there's two lists that I want you to complete on these 8 basic building blocks. Number 1, going back to block number 1, is a list of your dreams. Whatever you have thought about, whatever you have decided that these are the dreams that you really want to become a reality in your journey with QNET, then you write it down. All right? Now put the word dreams. Take a ruler, underline. Like in school, underline one thing, one time, not very important. I want you to underline 3 times. That's how important the dream is. And write it down. It doesn't have to be a Mont Blanc pen. It can be any pen. Just write down your dreams. This is something personal. All right? Because this is what you want. This is the revival of your dreams. After so many years of being stuck in the rat race, after so many years of being in that hamster's wheel of go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, now you are restarting your journey of life with this unbelievable company QNET. And I want you to write down your dreams. This is yours. You don't have to show anyone. This is yours, right? Your dreams, however small it begins and however big it grows to become. All right, but your dreams, write it down, fold it, put it in your wallet, put it somewhere safe. All right, keep it in your safe in the bank, okay, after making a copy. But you must write down your dream list. That dream list is a reference point. It's a reminder of why you started this journey with us. It is a reminder to keep you strong when you feel like giving up. It is a reminder to keep you switched on when you feel like switching off. All right, it is the fuel that is going to make you a warrior through all the challenges that you are naturally going to face from 0 to max out. All right, and now the second list is the starting point of your journey. This document called the name list is the most fundamental basic document in your journey of network marketing. So I am telling you, if you don't have a name list, your chances of succeeding in QNET is very low or almost 0. That means you are not taking this business seriously. That means the person talking to you hasn't got your attention, haven't got you to flip the switch that this is what I want to do. And every one of us, every V partner, AVP, VC, even our founders, the great ones, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, they all started with a name list. And I remember my name list. I still have my name list. All right, now this is a name list. Again, write down name list, underline 3 times, all right, with a ruler to amplify the importance of it, and then you start. Now people always get confused when they write a name list. Don't complicate it, all right? You are supposed to write the people you know. It is called your circle of influence. Your circle of influence. That means throughout your journey of life, from the time you were born as a baby, all the way to who you are right now watching the 8 basic building blocks, you have engaged with people. Some closer, some not close. But you have a circle of influence. That means people, you know who they are and they know who you are. Now your name list is divided to 3 categories. That is hot, like me, your upline chief. Hot, warm, cold. Hot, warm, cold. Hot, warm, cold. Simple. Now somebody asked me, Chief, how many names should be in the name list? My answer is non-negotiable. And I'll explain to you. It's very simple. The minimum names, you want to go 1,000? I'm so happy. You want to go 2,000? Depends how sociable your life has been. But the minimum number of names on your name list must be 150 names. Nothing less. Now, if the person you are talking to, you watching this video, if you are telling me, sorry, I only got 10 names, guys, it is unbelievable and unacceptable. Please go and see a psychiatrist. Were you living under your bed your whole life and your mom and dad were throwing a slice of bread under the door of your room? All right? Okay? United Nations, every single statistics I've seen in my life, all right, guarantees that the average human being on this planet, even in the remote mountains of Himalayas, all right, even the darkest corner, right, in the jungles of South America, every human being has an average circle of influence of 200 people. All right, so if you cannot reach 150 people in your name list, there is something seriously wrong with you. Now think about it. All right, how many relatives you have? Okay, how many old friends from school, primary, secondary, college? All right, colleagues at work. Okay, people you meet on your journey of a day, 24 hours. The driver of your Uber car, all right, the beautiful girl or guy, handsome guy who sits with you next on your train, okay, the shop where you always pick up your breakfast sandwich, okay, the barber shop, the saloon, all right, the doctor's clinic, not only the doctor, the nurse, the pharmacy person, the security guard, the gardener, the car park attendant, the person who throws the newspaper into your house if you haven't gone digital, your Apple shop guy, your Samsung shop guy, your pet shop guy, your favorite restaurant, waiter, chef, next door neighbor, this side neighbor, across neighbor. All right, and then you get married and immediately your circle influence grows bigger because welcome mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, cousin-in-law. All right, guys, just on this video alone, I've given you 150 names. I counted. All right, that's why they call me chief. Okay, so there is no excuse on the planet why you can't have 150 names. Because this is your starting point. This is your foundation. These are the people you are going to pick up the phone and talk to. These are the people you're going to do a presentation to. These are the people who potentially are going to take you to max out like that. Because you sign up this guy, boom, he opens up a new market. You sign up somebody else, you list, boom, opens up a new market. All right? These are the people, like everyone in our network today around the world, every V partner, every AVP, every V council, the person who is sharing these 8 basic building blocks with you, we are all ultimately names on somebody's name list. I was in Dato Sri Vijay's name list. As simple as that. Every single one of our millions of IRs around the world, right, was on somebody's name list. But you got to write it down. Now the biggest problem people make is when they create a name list, while they're creating the name list, they prejudge. Oh my God, the biggest mistake you can make. Oh, that uncle, nope, he won't be interested, he's arrogant. Oh, that auntie, very rich already, not interested. This guy, oh my God, if he joins the network, he'll be a pain in my journey. Oh, this girl, oh, nope, she doesn't like me, I don't like her, cancel. So what happens is your name list, all right, is not a filtration list. It is not a list where you pick and choose the best people that could potentially be your prospect. Don't make the mistake. Because throughout my journey, the people that I thought would be the best downlines for me ended up being the worst. And the people who I thought will be the worst downlines for me became some of the greatest downlines for me. All right? And helped me max out. Okay, so the first rule of your name list is never, 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 never prejudge. Never prejudge, guys. All right? Just write down the names. Now, you are sitting down with somebody after this, all right, because you are now watching the 8 basic building blocks. Next, you will be sharing the 8 basic building blocks. You can use memory joggers. Memory joggers is to help that person with their name list. So this is homework you jointly do with the upline and the new sign up. It's a joint effort. You sit down. If you can't sit down physically, do it on Zoom. All right, do it on Skype. Use whatever technology there is today. But you got to do this name list together. So use memory joggers. How many people live in the US? How many people live in Malaysia? How many people drive a Toyota? How many people have twins? How many people who just got married in the past 6 months? All right, and you help the person with memory joggers to help them, yes, oh yeah, twins, oh yes, oh Toyota, yes. And you will be amazed how the name list will cross to over 150 names. 150 names divided to 3 categories. Hot, the people closest to you. This is best friend, brother, sister, childhood friend, girlfriend, wife. Sorry, you can't have girlfriend and wife together. All right, wife, these are the closest people. Mother-in-law, high possibility. Mother, these are your hot zone. All right, people who will never say no to you. These are your closest. So put them in the hot zone. Then you got warm zone. Warm zone are people you are friendly with. You meet once a week for a drink, or you go to their house. They come to your house. They are colleagues who you work with for a long time. All right, some level of neighborhood friends, community and all that. And then you got cold. Cold is your barber who changes every week. All right, the Uber driver, the shop where you buy 1 apple a day to keep the doctor away. You know them, they know me. You may not know their name, and sometimes basically just know their name. But there are still people who know you. All right, so you got hot, warm, cold. All right, and your list needs to be divided accordingly, but the total number in your list cannot, must not, impossible to be less than 150 names. And to all of you guys, this is your starting point. This is your foundation. All right, these are the first bricks you're going to lay to build your max out tower. Are you guys with me? All right, you got your commitment and dream, which is your ultimate foundation, and your name list are the first foundation bricks. All right, the first bricks from the foundation that is going to build your max out tower. So take the level of seriousness to the highest level for your dream list and your name list. Because without this concept of lists, you are starting on the wrong footing. All right, your journey with QNET will be very difficult. So start right and make sure it is a written name list on a piece of paper, non-negotiable. Make sure you complete your list.